Hello, welcome. Today we're going to be starting immediately with Node.js. We are actually training you to become a full stack developer. And who is a full stack developer? A full stack developer is that developer that can do both back end and front end. Back end and front end. Be able to connect the back end to the front end and database and make a whole web application. So anybody that can do a full web application is a full stack developer. So what do we call a front end? This is an example of a front end. Anything you see when you open a website, this is LinkedIn website, this is the front end. So anything you see, like this is the YouTube, this is the front end. Somebody that is able to design this, put it in grid like this so that somebody can see it and appreciate it. If you want to go to home, you click here, trending, you click here, anything you want to do. It's the person that designs this user interface that makes it very attractive for people to look at your website and access it and get the information they want. They call them front end, or they call them UI designers. Now, all the contents of this front end, they are coming from somewhere known as the back end. So some other person is also designing the back end. So the person that does the back end connects it to the database and everything, or builds the architecture of the database. We call the person the back end engineer. So in this class, we are going to be learning how to both be a front end engineer and a back end engineer. And that is why we're going to be using Node.js to do this. Node.js is the JavaScript runtime that will help us create the back end, whereas we are going to be using React for the front end. So that is what I'm going to be doing today, and that is why we talk about Node.js. Node.js is not a programming language, it's only a runtime that enables the desktop or your system to run JavaScript without needing the browser. So that is why we're going to be using it, and we are going to be starting immediately. So what we are going to be creating is a whole project, and we are stemming our lessons from what we have in the open classroom. And so we're going to be creating the folder first that will contain everything. So I'm going to right click on my desktop and go to new. So I want you to do the same and click on folder. Then I'm going to put in the name of the folder. So our web application, what is it? What is going to be the name? So I'm going to name it DevC PRJ. That is DevC project. DevC project. That is our full stack project directory. So I'm gonna open this DevC project. Like I said, that for you to be a full stack, you need to know front end and back end. So I'm going to create two folders, one for the front end and one for the back end. So this is folder one. I'm going to call it front end. I've already explained what front end is. Then I'm going to create another folder and I'm call it back end. So take note of the steps I'm taking to build this project. That is how you're going to be doing your own, and you'll be able to follow up. So this is back end. So like I said before, the front end is what you see when you look at every website, whereas the data that serves to this website is being run from some other place, and that is where Node comes in, and that is going to be in the back end. So the front end will have our React, whereas the back end will have our Node. I hope we are clear on these two things that I've just said now. They are very, very important, and that is how we're going to be starting. So we're going to start, we're going to be able to open this our project DevC PRG in the work that we have in Open Classroom. They call their own project a folder, Go Full Stack. But our own, we're going to be calling our own DevC hyphen PRJ. So you can name it anything, but make sure that when you open it that you have these two folders, one for front end and one for back end. So having done that, we're going to start building our environment so that we can start coding immediately. And for that, I'm going to open the Visual Studio Code, and that was why we installed VS Code. We say we are going to be using it, so I'm going to quickly click this, type VS Code and click on the app so that it will open. So once it opens, we are going to start immediately. So I hope you understand the steps that we're following. As I'm putting the steps, I'll be explaining it so that you can understand. Now, the Node.js that we installed earlier, we installed it so that we can be able to do stuffs. Can be able to have the npm, which is a tool that will be very invaluable for installing the packages that you need to build your project. So once you install Node, it comes with the npm, which is the Node package manager that you can use to do installations. So you can see I've just opened my VS Code and it's opening where I was before. That is the project file that we were using before now. So if you want to open your project in VS Code like I taught us before, click on the file in the menu, then click on open folder. So when you click on open folder, you select the folder. This is the folder we're working on, DevC PRJ. So I click on it and I click on select folder. So that will open this folder. So that is the new folder that we have on. Okay, yeah, so you can see it, devc -prj. That's the folder we are working on. You can see the subfolders that we created, the back end and the front end. So this welcome window, I'm gonna click on it to close it up so that I'll just have my this stuff here. So I'm gonna click on this terminal so that I can have it, because I want to have a terminal to be working with. I want to have my console. So we need to see the console, because the console is very important. That is where we are going to be seeing our codes run. So you click on the terminal so that we can see the console. I hope new terminal, you can see it here. You can also use the command Ctrl Shift backtick. So I'm going to click on it. You see the terminal is open here. So any code you write here, you can see it work down here. So you can see the directory here, desktop devc. So we're going to be starting. So make sure you open to this very place, and in subsequent classes we'll move further. Thank you. Observe the project structure, the project you're working on, the back end and the front end. Then you can start. Thank you very much.